That's how my wife's grandpa was before he passed. He got to live a month longer. I prayed for healing. Quick little story time. My grandpa was dying. He did pass, but he passed with all his family, and his daughter was stuck in Korea. It was COVID rules. This happened like a year and a half ago or something. And we visited we visited him at the hospital because, like I said, I have a sore spots for grandparents and stuff. Not a sore spot, a sweet spot. So we wanted to go see our grandpa. They said they were gonna pull the plug on his monitor that day, and he probably the all the nurses and doctors told the family that he's gonna have like 24 hours or about 5 to 6 days to live, because they're basically taking off what was supplying him food, because he barely moved, and he just couldn't eat. And what happened was this: I went over there, I asked him, "Hey, do you know God?" And he didn't give no answers. He looked blankly. And me and my wife, I prayed for him. I prayed healing for him. And then afterwards, it was weird. No reaction, nothing. And afterwards, I just had it in me to ask him one more time. So I said, "Hey, man, do you know God, man?" And he looks up at us, and he finally recognizes me and my wife. It was a trip, and he recognized both of us. He was looking straight at me and her, and I was shocked actually, because before that, he looked like a zombie. And this is my wife's grandfather. Anyways, so that happened. I went out and I prayed for the grandma in front of the family. Grandma's sweetheart. And I thought, okay, that's what we were there for, to support the family and pray for grandma. Now we go home, and of course they're pulling the plug, right? And the whole family's sad. And one of his daughters is stuck in Korea and can't even see her dad before he dies. Anyways, we come back home to where we live, which is about 3 hours away from her family and my family. And her mom calls us, and her mom is like, "Hey," and her mom was like, "Oh yeah, the grandpa's gonna die. There's no doubt about it." And she calls us and says, "Hey, we don't know what happened. It's like a miracle. His liver and everything is coming back alive." The doctor said, and he's able to eat now. Which is crazy. Now everybody dies, and I truly believe God healed him for a little bit longer, because he was able to live for another month and a half before he passed away. And I went to his funeral, and you know what? When he passed away, he, like I said, he would have died before his daughter came. But I believe, because we went over there, not because I just prayed for him, no, because God had mercy. I believe when I prayed for him with my wife, I believe he healed him for a little bit. And the way he died, from what I heard, was all his family. His daughter got to come back from Korea, and all his family members were around his bed before he passed, and he passed peacefully. Ain't that everybody's wish? Because most people, they die by themselves. You know, that's unfortunate. But he got to die with his whole family around him, man. And he survived another month and a half. He was literally supposed to die in less than 24 hours from that point on. But anyways, that's my little weird Christian story. Um, but yeah, you can say it's a miracle. You can say, oh, it's whatever. You can say it's science. I don't know. All I know is the guy looked up at us once I asked him if he knew Jesus, and he came back alive, man. It was weird. Anyways,
Odin
let's keep it
Edison,
going, boy.
can you hear me?